Hello, everyone. We are ready to start Sort 17 for your new spelling list. And things are going to be a little different this week. We are really going to focus on the different syllables in each of your spelling words, and there will be a few oddballs. So if we think of what a syllable is, we are just reminding ourselves that a syllable is how many breaths it takes us to say the word, whether we tap it out, or how many pieces there are to a certain word. For example, if you say your name, mine, for example, Jamello, I have Jamello, Jamello. That takes 3 breaths or pauses with my mouth to enunciate that sound. These words that you have in list 17 either have one syllable that contains a long A or the second syllable that contains the long A. Most of your words, all of your words except for one, have 2 syllables. So you are going to need 3 highlighters to start this lesson. We are going to focus on the long A sound, not the short A, but the long A. So if we remind ourselves the difference between a long vowel and a short vowel, the long vowel says itself. So since we're focusing on the long A, when we're listening to the words, we should hear A in the word. Go ahead and pick your first color so we can get started. The first category that we're going to focus on is the first syllable. So I'm going to highlight that first header. Maybe I'll do yellow. The example header that they give us is rainbow. Seeing a rainbow in the sky, rainbow, rainbow. That does have 2 syllables, but if I listen to the word and I identify the long A sound, rainbow, the long A is in the first syllable. So that's why I'm going to highlight this in the same category color. I also underlined the first syllable to distinguish where that long A is. We have 9 words that belong in this pattern. The next word that I look at is painter. If someone comes to your house and helps paint, they are a painter, 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 painter is in that first category. I have identified the first syllable, painter, and I hear that long A in the beginning right here, painter. So that also goes under that first syllable category. The next word that I have is raisin, the things that you eat, raisin, raisin. I underline the first syllable and I can see right here that that long A is in the beginning, raisin, raisin. The next word that we have is crayon, something you color with, crayon, crayon. That long A is in the beginning syllable. Okay, so I'm going to underline that first syllable, crayon, and fill that in for that first syllable pattern. The next word we have is a mayor, the mayor of our area, mayor, mayor. That long A sound, A, is in that first syllable. That also belongs in the first syllable category. A word right next to it, maybe, also belongs in that category. May be, may. That A in that first syllable is what joins this word with that header. Our next word is underneath, bracelet. Having a bracelet on your wrist. Bracelet, bracelet, A. Long A sound. I'm underlining that first syllable. The next word we have is pavement. Pavement, pavement. A. Pavement. That long A sound in that first syllable. Pavement. Similar to pavement, we have basement. Something underneath of your house in the basement. Basement. I identified a first syllable, A, is that long A, basement, also belongs in that first syllable category. And our last word is payment. If you owe someone, payment, payment, payment. It's down here at the bottom. I have the long A sound, payment. So those 9 words belong in the first syllable category. I would like you to get your second color, because now we're going to focus on the words that have the long A sound in the second syllable. So I'm going to highlight mine green. The example that they give us is awake, awake. I hear that long A in the second syllable. I identified the first syllable, awake, awake. And it appears that the long A is in the second half. So that header belongs in the second syllable, awake. There are 11 words in this category. Our first word is contain, contain, containing something. The long A is in the second half of that category. So I'm going to place that in that header as well. Contain. Then we have complain, complaining about something. A, that plain, is in that second syllable, complain. That makes it belong in the second syllable category, complain. We also have decay. If something is decaying, it's dying, maybe flowers don't have enough water, it decays, like a tooth decay. Decay, decay. That long A is in that second syllable, which means that it belongs in the second syllable category. Decay. Our next word is mistake. If you make a mistake, mistake, mistake. That long A is in that second half. Mistake, mistake. Second syllable. It's at the end of the word. Parade, parade. Parade. That's in that second syllable. Parade. We also have escape. If you escape, 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 ape. You can hear that long A in that second syllable. We have amaze. If something amazes you, amaze, amaze, aze. You can hear the long A in that second half. That makes it a second syllable word. We have today, today, today. That long A is in the second syllable. We have explain, explain, explain. That long A is in that second half of the word. We also have remain, remain, remain. I hear that long A in that second syllable, remain. And our last one is obey. Obey. This one's special. This one's special. I'm going to put a star there. I notice that I don't see an actual A, the letter A, but I do hear a long A sound. Obey, A. So this one's special. Even though there's not an A, it still follows that second syllable pattern. I'm gonna make that a little lighter green. That's okay. Obey. That follows that second syllable pattern of hearing the long A in the second word. So that leaves us with two words left that don't make sense for either a first syllable long A sound or a second syllable long A sound. If we look at the word again, and maybe I make this color, let's say pink. Again. I don't hear an A sound anywhere. I hear short A's. Again. It's not going to fit in that category. That makes it an oddball. The other word that's our oddball is chocolate. If you think about chocolate, chocolate actually has different syllable sounds. Chocolate, chocolate. What I'm hearing though is I don't hear a long A sound. It's almost like lit. That makes this word an oddball. Those are your only two oddballs. So as you think about your test is going to ask you to write 15 of your spelling words, just like we have been doing, and then identifying whether or not it fits in your first syllable category, like rainbow, that long A sounds, a, rain, or the second syllable like awake, ache, awake, or your two oddballs. Double check your list. You can always come back to this if you need it to identify your first syllables, second syllables, and oddballs. If you have a question, raise your hand and ask your teacher. You can start to cut your words. Good luck.